going to show you how to make a cake. Now, my friend Jennifer Cody, who I've mentioned before, sent me a video of a dude making a cake that he had seen off of a video. So I thought, perfect, because my friend Heather, my gym partner, she's like once when she made friends with me, I knew that I was in with the cool crowd. So anyway, she loves cake and was saying, I just want to eat cake every day. So when I got this video from Jen, I was like, great, here's a cake recipe. Now I made one last night and I made it to the recipe, what it said to do on the recipe, and it was awful. So I chunked that and I took the basic idea and put my own flair to it. So these are the two I made today. I made, this one's chocolate, which is the recipe that is given, is a chocolate cake. And this is pumpkin spice. And this was my little flair. The chocolate's different too, and I'll tell you why when I get into making it. All right, I'm going to try my pumpkin spice. Right? Oh, he put it up. It kind of collapsed, but but you'll understand when I tell you how to make this cake. So let me try it. All right, wait, that's all crust. You want to see it? Can you see it? Oops. I know I always look like I'm cross-eyed because I'm not looking at the right spot. All right, it's not really super cakey. It's more like, what was that weird taste? I must have got like an extra bit of pumpkin spice or something in it. Now I did add artificial sweetener to this. It could be a little sweeter, but it's good. If you like pumpkin spice, and it's good. So I'll tell you when I'm making it, but here, watch. Now, I didn't try the chocolate one. I almost forgot. All right. Cleanse my palate. Let me I know what. I'll get a seltzer. Oh, good. I have one left that's cold. I forgot to put my new ones in the fridge. All right. Cheers. All right, cleanse my palate. Let me try this chocolate one. I put a few chocolate chips on it too. He did that on the video. Now oh wait, yeah, this one's good. The pumpkin spice one is not quite there. Mine, maybe it's when you if you do it and it comes out more of a cake consistency. This reminds me of like creme brulee texture, or a nice custard. All right, now I'll show you what I did. First ingredient, an apple. And you make it in your little, I make it in my little smoothie blender. The guy on the video did the same thing. So I already cut up my apple, because that takes time. I was doing other things with my time, your time. All right, so I'm going to put the whole cut up apple. Oh, and I found out by trial and error, if you have a thing like this, but I only have this blade. If all you have is this blade, cut the apples up really a lot smaller than you'd think you'd need to. So that, and then the next ingredient is 1 egg. So 1 egg in here, my little cup. All right, so then the next ingredient is 1 heaping tablespoon of cocoa. Now, I already had this. I wasn't going to go out and buy anything for this recipe, unless I want to see if it worked first. But anyway, I had this, and this is cocoa. It's even, 100% cacao, which reminds me of a very funny story from a TV show I love called Mom. Anyway, main character Bonnie, her fiance was getting on her butt because she ate his chocolate bar. Well, he had a cacao bar, and he was savoring it, and he was in his nightstand drawer, and she ate the whole thing, and he was angry with her, and she's like, "Oh, my poor sweetie, he can't say he doesn't know how to say cocoa," and he looked at her and he said, No, you hillbilly. It's cacao. And I just lose it because just him calling her a hillbilly. Anyway, this is what they said to use was, but the guy on the video had cacao in the bag. I thought it was like a bag. It said cacao. This is 100% cacao. So I'm wondering if maybe his cacao has some sweetener in it, because the apple was not enough. It was horrible. And I love dark chocolate, and it was horrible. So unless you like it like that, super bitter, sweeten it up somehow, a lot. But so what I did differently, I did the egg. I took a hot chocolate mix. I had 2 packets of these in Swiss Miss in my refrigerator or cupboard. And so I used I did a little heaping, as heaping as you can get with hot chocolate, on a tablespoon, and that's about what's left. So I'm just gonna pour. Here's my tablespoon anyway. I'm gonna pour this in, and this is, I guess that's as heaping as it'll get. Maybe it is more than that. I'm gonna put a dash more in it. I'm gonna put. You know what? I'm just gonna put the rest of it in. I think maybe that could use a little more sweetener. All right. So then, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. This is, baking powder. And I'm just saying this, I'm not judging anybody, but baking powder is not baking soda. So make sure you're putting the right thing in. Baking soda. And if it works, if you do that and it works better, let me know, because maybe baking soda. Anyway, so the recipe called, the guy said he was using a big tablespoon. He said, like a little teaspoon. And he went, I don't know. So I put in a teaspoon. Couldn't find my teaspoon. It's half a teaspoon. It's 2 of those. 1 teaspoon is what I've been using. So then, that's everything. Wow. So I'm going to blend it up. Shake it up in between and do it some more. Not hearing any chunks. Okay. I found that these little Pyrex or whatever, these Anchor little dishes work well for baking it. So pour my cake batter into my little dish. And where's my tiny spatula? Oh, there it is. Tiny spatula. And get all of it out that I can. All right, now, if I was gonna, here's the thing, I'm not gonna show you the rest. That's how you make it. 1 apple, 1 egg, a heaping tablespoon of cocoa mix, maybe something. It depends on how sweet you want it, or whatever. I'm finding that I use pumpkin spice and I use some artificial sweetener, and it needs a little something more for my taste. But so it looks like you can make it pretty much anything you want. And like I said, it wasn't like a super cakey consistency, but it was like a custard or a creme brulee, maybe something, not pudding, richer than like. The texture was different than pudding, but not tapioca, like a custard, if you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so it's cake. Give it a try. If you might tweak it to your liking. If you did something really great and it tastes so good, let me know. You guys have a good one.